So, good day everyone. MCX Profit Grew here for the weekly analysis for the week starting from tomorrow, Monday, 10th to 14th of August 2020. We are starting with the script aluminum. And before going into the video, I would like to request you to follow my Telegram channel, which I have given below, where you are getting live level charts from this week, inshallah. And I'll be providing with the equity as well index option also as the time progresses. And here we are starting with aluminum first. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon also, so you'll get the update. So we are starting with aluminum. As far as aluminum is concerned, aluminum is having a resistance at 147 range. 147 range. If 147 breaks, it may see up to 150 here. It's in the last year, like June, July. So 150, if it breaks above 150, it can see all the way up to 155. We are talking about weekly levels. So for the daily levels, you can follow my channel for the daily levels. As far as the resistance is support is concerned, there is a support we can see at 135 here. 135 range we are seeing a support. If it breaks below 135, then it may goes to the demand zone of supply zone of 134 to 133.50. So range for aluminum this week is 133 to 145. If it breaks above 145, it may see 150. If it breaks below 136, it may see up to 133. As far as aluminum is concerned, this is the levels. Let's see how the other scripts is going to work. So as far as lead is concerned, lead is trading in between a perfect support and resistance zone of 145.75 to 149 last week, and it's broken above our level of 150.20, and it have seen up to 153.75. So it's in a good support zone as of now. A good resistance zone as of now. So if it breaks below again 150.20, which is our range, it may see 149. Then it may see 149. Then it may see 145.75 this week. So as far as lead is concerned, this is the level. Do follow my channel and Telegram so that I'll be properly updating all the levels for the all the commodities. Don't forget to follow my channel, please. And let's see how copper is going to work for this week. We are opening the copper chart now. As of today, the copper is concerned, it's showing a bit sell trend. So let's see where the support resistance for copper is going to work. By analyzing the chart, we can say it's in the topmost resistance zone. As it breaks below 499, this range. I can say 419. What's the range? 499. It can see a good fall. Basically, there is no support between 499 to 450 in weekly or weekly or daily time frame. So it may see up to here. Just see, it may go up to 450. If it breaks below 499, it may go up to 450. Do watch out, guys, for the sell side for the copper. As far as the buy side is concerned, there is no clear or visible range for copper is as far as the copper is concerned. Let me see in my system if it has anything. It may go up to 523, where we have seen already here. 523. So as far as copper is concerned, this is the level. Let's see how zinc is going to work for this week. Zinc last day closed it at 189.30, I think. 189.30. So this week zinc is having a very good chance of going trading sideways, and if it breaks above 189.40, you can say 189.40. This week if it breaks above 189.40, then it may see up to 194, I believe. 194. Let's zoom out the chart. It may see up to 194.10, 194.80, I think, 195.10. So if it breaks below basically this range where it's trading now, 188.90 or 188.70, it may fall up to 176. This is the 178 to 177. That is the range we are seeing again, because we are having a small support here. Yeah, so as far as zinc is concerned, this is the level. I'll put the levels in the video description also, so do watch the level in the video description also. So we'll go to nickel now. As far as nickel is concerned, it's closed in the last week at, I think, 1090 something. Yeah, nickel 1096.50 it's closed. So let's see how nickel is going to perform this week. As far as nickel is concerned, it's in the perfect resistance zone now, where we are seeing now. Yeah, 199 is the perfect resistance zone, and if it breaks above, we are seeing all the way up to 1140, and yeah, 1150, sorry, 1150. And then if it sustains above, sustains at 1140, it may see up to 1175, then 1189. If it breaks below, as far as the level is concerned for zinc, if it needs to break below 136, 1030, yeah, 1036, that is how much it is, 1032. Yeah, okay, let's put it here. 1041 to 1036 is the decision zone for this week for nickel. So if it breaks below 1036, it may see up to where it is, 985. Yeah, 985. So this is the level for nickel for this week. So we'll see now silver. Yeah, we'll see now silver micro. As far as silver is concerned, last week it has ended with 74,480 range. Yeah, 74,480 range. Let's see how silver is going to work for this week. As you can clearly see here, it's in an all-time high. It's in a bull run. As far as the silver micro is concerned, silver micro is trading in the range of 74,480, and the next resistance will be at 79,739. There is no resistance in between as far as silver micro is concerned. If it breaks below 70, I can say 72,500. Yeah, this is the range, 70 to 460. Let's zoom it out. Let's zoom the chart. Yeah, if it breaks below this range, 72,500 to 72,300, then it may see up to the next stop will be at 67,500 to 67,968. So 500 point range for silver micro. As far as silver mini is concerned, it's closed at a solid level of, I think, 74,000 something, 74,500. So for silver, we are having again silver micro, silver mini, silver mega, all running in bullish moment only. We are having only a resistance at 67,700 something. In that range only we are having a resistance. 67,500 to 67,700 is the good range of support. So silver mini is concerned, this is the idea for this week. As the week progresses, I'll keep updating. So as far as silver is concerned, silver you can see again it also in a bullish trend. We are having a yeah, as far as silver is concerned, 74,483 it has closed, and still it's in a bull momentum only. We are having a resistance here at 67,500 range. If it breaks below 67,500, then we can see up to 53,490. In no way it's possible because of the continuous situation and timing of the pandemic. So let's hope this week silver will go sideways. And then we'll be seeing gold mini now. As far as gold mini is concerned, it's closed in the range of 55,500 or 300 something. Gold mini, yeah, 5500. It has closed in the range of 5500, and it's also in the long run of bulls. So as far as gold mini is concerned, we are not seeing a proper resistance. As far as the resistance is concerned, for the weekly or positional buyers, the resistance will be at 49,050 something to 49,280, 49,300. So as the market, same like silver, gold also, as the market progress, we will try to update through videos and our Telegram channel. Do follow the Telegram channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram channel, and we do have a group where we discuss. so you can come into the group also. So we'll see how gold is going to work. As far as gold is concerned, it has closed in 54,876 last day. It was almost a 1,000 point fall on Friday. So we can't say gold is consolidating, because the resistance for gold is at 49,000 level only, like 49 185, 49,200 to 49,500. It's a good yeah, it's a good resistance zone, you can say. There is no resistance in between. After that, it may stop at 48,700 something. Yeah, 48,600. Yeah, 48,670, 48,700 something. Remember, all these are weekly levels, not daily or intraday levels. We will release intraday level videos also, so don't forget to come back and watch us. As far as gold is concerned, this is the level. There is no look back for gold and silver for this week also, I believe, because of the issues pertaining all around the globe. Let's see how natural gas is going to work. So natural gas also in a bullish run now, because of the inventory cut and stuff. Last week natural gas closed in on 68.40 range. So as far as this week is concerned, natural gas maybe it's in a good demand zone actually. So it needs to close below 152. As far as my view is concerned, it needs to close below 152 to see a downward momentum. As the daily support and resistance is concerned, 150.20 and 143.25 is the next range, where you can see natural gas may turn down towards the selling side. As far as the buying side is concerned, if it breaks above, what's the range here? If it breaks above, let's zoom it out. Yeah, we have a level here. If it breaks above 177, 178, then it may see up to 200. So if it breaks above, it is the range. It needs, as I said earlier, it needs to close below 150 for the selling side. Here it is, 149.50 to 150. A strong close below 150 may see up to 143, then 137, 138. This is the range for natural gas. As far as crude is concerned, crude last day it was closed at 30.90, 30.95, yeah, 30.94 something. And as far as the view is concerned, let's zoom in and keep it intact. So as far as the crude is concerned, crude is in a good in between a good support and resistance zone. Yeah, we are seeing a support at 3178 here. What is that? 317570. Yeah, 3178 to 3180 is a good range of resistance, and we are seeing the support at 30, 2960, 2970 to 30. What's the range? 3030. This is the support range for crude for this week. As far as crude is concerned, it's consolidating for a long time, so anytime we can see a good down run or up run. Most probably it will be a bull run only, because the breakout is due for so long. So if it breaks above 30.23, then it may stop at 31.53, 31.53, then 32.55, and then you can say here 35.70, all the way to 4100, 41,000. Even though it's not possible because of the situation, you can see also here it's a good carbon handle forming as far as crude, because it's my darling too, like you people. So as far as the level is concerned, this is the level for crude. I'm winding up the video, so let's see in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share this video. Thank you so much.